I want to help some people that might be stuck in that sort of like, oh, well, I know the scales, right? The patterns up and down, but I don't really know what it's for, and I don't really know the tones of the scale. This was a very particular client who's moving along, and this has happened before, but I'm working very closely with this client in our mentorship program, right? And in the mentorship program, we talk about learning this as a language, not just patterns, right? If I have Dorian, just knowing that pattern isn't that helpful, but knowing the tones and how to use them is. So what's happening now is memorizing those scales. That's great, right? But we're in memorization mode. We don't know where the twos and the flat threes and the fours and the fives and the sixes are, and we don't know why we need to learn those. So we got to get out of memorization, right, the pattern, and move into application, learning, and creativity. So what happens when we're just, oh, I know the pattern, right? But I don't know the tones. I can't just find the six. Maybe I want to play that six over my four chord, but I can't find it that easily. And then we start doing like 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. But that's not sticking. The reason it's not sticking is our brain is going back to what's easy. And what is easy is just playing the scale, right? And not knowing where the tones are, especially not knowing why. So this is the best way to break out of that, right? This is a great exercise, even if you're just starting to learn your scales, is to get out of memorization and get into learning. All we need to do is apply it and add some creativity. Those are two cognitively different experiences. So let's add a little bit of creativity. So if you take a section of your scale, right? In this case, I'm just going to use from my root note here to the 4, right? That part of my Dorian scale. And I say, okay, I have a 1 to a 4, 7. Cool. I'm going to target my root note, my flat 7, and my 5 on that one chord. And I'm going to get creative with it, right? I'm going to... Cool, and then target my 6, my 1, and my 4, the tones that really exemplify that 4 chord. If I can do that and get rhythmically creative with targeting those notes, I'm still using the other notes as passing tones, right? My 1 chord, cool, 4 chord, back to the 1 chord, right? And I'm getting creative. We're going to move that from, I don't know, I just know the scale, sort of hollow, I don't know the tones, to something creative. And we can do that with any scale and any little part of the scale. And if you are stuck in that boring, robotic, just running the scales up and down guitar solo plateau that we all get stuck into, and you really want to bridge the gap between your creative ideas and what you're able to play, becoming fully fretboard fluent, comment pro below and we can get started.